Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something fun but surprisingly powerful, the colors you wear. You might not think much about how color affects your appearance, but the truth is, the shades you choose can make you look vibrant and fresh or tired and older than you really are. And after 60, the colors that worked in your 30s or 40s don't always have the same effect. So in this video, we're going to cover the 8 colors that tend to age you the most after 60. Why certain shades clash with mature skin and hair tones. How to choose better alternatives that brighten your face and lift your whole look. Simple tips to build a wardrobe that makes you feel confident and youthful. Let's get started and make sure you feel your absolute best every time you get dressed. Why color choice matters after 60. First, let's talk about why this even matters. As we get older, our skin changes. It often loses some of its natural warmth and becomes a bit thinner. You might notice more cool undertones, sallowness, or uneven pigmentation. Hair also goes through changes. Many of us develop gray or white strands that shift the overall palette of our look. Colors that once blended perfectly with our hair and skin can start to feel a little harsh or draining. You might put on a shirt you used to love and suddenly feel like your face looks tired or washed out. That's not your imagination. It's the natural evolution of your coloring. The good news is you don't need to throw out everything you own. With a few smart swaps, you can create outfits that complement your complexion and give you a healthy, fresh glow. The first color to rethink: pure black. Let's start with the most controversial color of all, pure jet black. Now, black is a classic. It's slimming, it's elegant, and for years you probably relied on it as a go-to neutral. But after 60, pure black can be one of the harshest shades to wear close to your face. Why? Because black creates deep shadows that highlight fine lines and wrinkles. It also tends to drain color from your skin, making you look pale or tired. Does that mean you have to give up black forever? Absolutely not. But here's what you can do instead. Choose softer alternatives like charcoal, soft black, or rich navy. If you love black, keep it in pants, skirts, or accessories. Pieces that sit away from your face. Add a colorful scarf or necklace near your face to balance the darkness. You'll still get that sophisticated feel without the draining effect. The second color to avoid: mustard yellow. The second color that often ages mature skin is mustard yellow. Mustard can be trendy, and it looks fantastic on warm, golden complexions. But for many people over 60, especially those with cooler or neutral undertones, mustard emphasizes sallowness and can make your skin look dull. It also tends to clash with silver or white hair, drawing attention away from your features and onto the color itself. If you like the energy of yellow, here are some better alternatives. Soft buttery yellow, clear lemon yellow, warm sunflower yellow. These shades are lighter and brighter, which helps lift your face and bring warmth back to your skin. The third color to rethink: beige and taupe. Next up is beige, one of the trickiest colors for mature skin. Beige, taupe, and similar grayish shades can look sophisticated on the hanger. But when you put them on, they often blend too closely with your skin tone, making you look washed out or tired. Especially if your hair has gone gray or white, beige can leave you looking bland. You need contrast and vibrancy to balance lighter hair and skin. Instead of flat beige, try these options: cream or ivory, which are warmer and add softness; camel or caramel, which bring richness without overpowering; soft blush, which has a little pink to brighten your complexion. Remember, it's not about avoiding neutrals, it's about finding the right version that adds life, not dullness. The fourth color to skip: olive green. Let's talk about olive green. This earthy shade can be beautiful, but it's one of the hardest greens to wear if you have mature skin. Olive has a muted yellow undertone that can accentuate shadows and bring out redness or sallowness. It often makes your complexion look uneven, especially in natural light. If you love green, here are fresher alternatives. Soft sage green, which is lighter and more uplifting. Clear emerald, which adds brightness and contrast. Mint or pistachio tones, which feel fresh and modern. Greens can absolutely be flattering, you just need the right undertone to bring out your natural glow. The fifth color that can age you, dusty rose and mauve. Moving on to the fifth color, dusty rose and mauve. These muted pinkish shades were huge in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of us still have them in our closets. They feel soft and feminine, but the problem is they can also make your skin look dull if you're over 60. Dusty rose, mauve, and other grayish pink tones tend to pull out the cooler, ashy undertones in your complexion. Instead of brightening you up, they can create a tired, faded look. If you love pinks, don't worry, there are beautiful alternatives that will feel much more lively. Clear coral pink, which warms the skin and adds vibrancy. Soft blush pink, which is lighter and fresher. Bright berry tones, which add energy without feeling overwhelming. Try holding different pinks near your face in natural light. You'll see right away which ones lift your complexion and which ones drain it. The sixth color to be careful with, bright white. It might surprise you, but pure bright white can actually be very harsh on mature skin. A crisp white shirt looks fantastic in your 20s and 30s, but as you get older, the stark contrast often emphasizes every line, wrinkle, and shadow on your face. It can also clash with gray hair, making it look yellowish. That doesn't mean you can never wear white, but you might want to switch to softer, warmer versions. Ivory or cream, which feel gentler and more flattering. Soft eggshell white, which still feels fresh without the harshness. Warm off-white, which works beautifully with silver hair. This simple swap can instantly soften your look and create a more youthful glow. The seventh color to watch, burgundy and deep wine. Burgundy and deep wine colors are popular for fall and winter wardrobes. They feel rich, elegant, and classic. But here's the catch, these dark reds can sometimes create a heavy aging effect, especially when worn close to your face. Deep burgundy tends to draw attention to dark circles and redness in your skin. It can also look too severe if your hair is white or silver. If you love red, here are some alternatives that are still sophisticated but much more flattering. Clear cranberry, which has a little more brightness. Soft raspberry, which feels fresher and more uplifting. Warm brick red, which adds energy without feeling too dark. When you try on reds, look for versions that have a touch of brightness. They'll warm your complexion instead of casting shadows. The eighth color to rethink, gray. Let's talk about gray. Gray is a classic neutral and it feels modern and clean. But certain shades of gray can age you faster than almost any other color, especially cool, flat grays. Charcoal and mid-tone grays tend to emphasize any ashy or dull undertones in your skin. They can also make silver hair look washed out instead of shiny. But that doesn't mean you have to give up gray entirely. Instead, look for these softer, more flattering versions. Warm grayish, which has a bit of beige to warm things up. Light of gray, which feels softer against mature skin. Heather gray, which has texture and variation that feels less harsh. Pairing gray with a colorful accessory like a scarf, necklace, or earrings can also help balance out any dullness. How to find your best colors. Now that you know which colors to be cautious about, let's talk about how to figure out what really works for you. Here are some simple steps you can try at home. Stand in front of a window with good natural light. Artificial lighting can distort color and make everything look different. Hold different colored fabrics or clothing near your face. Notice which colors brighten your skin, make your eyes pop, and soften fine lines. Pay attention to compliments. If people often say that color looks great on you, take note, it's probably a shade that works well with your undertones. Use the mirror test. If a color makes you look tired or emphasizes shadows, it might be worth replacing it with something fresher. Take photos. Sometimes it's easier to see the difference in a picture than in the mirror. Finding your best colors isn't about strict rules, it's about choosing shades that make you feel confident and energized. How to transition your wardrobe without spending a fortune. You might be thinking, I can't just replace everything I own. The good news is you don't have to. Here are a few ways to update your wardrobe gradually. Start with tops and scarves. Since these sit closest to your face, swapping them out makes the biggest impact. Layer neutrals with brighter accessories. A beige sweater can look fantastic if you add a colorful necklace or scarf. Focus on versatile pieces. Choose a few cardigans, blouses, or jackets in your best colors that you can mix and match. Keep your favorite pieces and wear them differently. Even if a color isn't perfect, you can often pair it with something more flattering to balance it out. Shop secondhand. Thrift stores and consignment shops are great places to find affordable, high-quality pieces in fresh shades. Updating your wardrobe doesn't have to be expensive or overwhelming. One or two thoughtful changes can make a huge difference. How to use accessories to brighten your look. Even if you still love wearing some of the colors we talked about, like black, gray, or beige, you can instantly make them more flattering by using accessories. Accessories are the easiest, most budget-friendly way to bring brightness and warmth back to your face without replacing all your clothes. Here are a few ideas. Scarves. A colorful scarf near your face can transform a dull outfit into something lively. Look for soft corals, teal blues, or fresh greens, colors that complement your complexion. Jewelry. Statement necklaces, earrings, or pins in warm metals like gold, bronze, or rose gold can add a healthy glow. If you prefer silver, just be sure to balance it with a colorful top or scarf. Hats. If you enjoy wearing hats, try choosing ones in lighter, more vibrant shades rather than dark neutrals. Makeup. Even a touch of color on your lips or cheeks can offset an outfit that might otherwise feel too muted. Don't underestimate the power of a small splash of color. It draws the eye upward and instantly brightens your expression. Tips for shopping smart. When you're shopping for new clothes, it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the options. Here are some simple tips to help you find pieces that flatter you. Bring a friend or family member you trust. Sometimes a second opinion helps you see how colors really look on you. Shop in natural light if you can. Store lighting can make colors appear very different. Try before you buy. Hold items up to your face and see how they look in the mirror. Think about what you already own. If you have a favorite scarf or blouse that always gets compliments, look for similar shades. Be patient. Finding the right colors might take a little time, but it's worth it to build a wardrobe you love. And remember, shopping doesn't have to mean buying everything brand new. Consignment shops and thrift stores often have high-quality clothing in excellent condition, especially classic styles in beautiful colors. Embracing your unique style. While we've talked about certain colors that can age you, I want to emphasize that style is personal. If there's a color you love that makes you feel happy, confident, or like yourself, wear it proudly. These guidelines are here to help you feel your best, not to box you into rules. Sometimes, the joy a certain shade brings you matters more than whether it technically suits your complexion. The most important thing is to dress in a way that reflects who you are today, not who you were decades ago, and not who someone else thinks you should be. As you age, you've earned the freedom to express yourself in any way you choose. A quick recap of the 8 colors to rethink. Let's quickly go over the 8 colors that tend to be the most challenging after 60. Pure black, too harsh and draining on mature skin. Mustard yellow often emphasizes sallowness and dullness. Beige and taupe can wash out your complexion. Olive green highlights redness and uneven skin tone. Dusty rose and mauve make skin look faded and tired. Bright white, too stark against softer hair and skin. Burgundy and deep wine, heavy and aging, especially near the face. Flat gray, dulls your natural coloring and highlights lines. But remember, this doesn't mean you have to avoid these shades forever. With the right styling, accessories, and attitude, you can still wear them in a way that feels fresh. Your next steps? If you're ready to refresh your wardrobe and feel more confident, here's what you can do today. Pick 2 or 3 colors from this list that you know don't flatter you anymore. Choose softer, brighter alternatives you can experiment with. Start small, maybe with a new scarf or top in a more flattering shade. Pay attention to how different colors make you feel when you look in the mirror. Keep a mental note or even a little list of the colors that get you compliments and make you feel energized. Updating your style doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Even a few thoughtful changes can transform how you feel every time you get dressed. Final encouragement. I hope this video has inspired you to think about color in a whole new way. Remember, the right shades can brighten your complexion, make you look more rested, highlight your beautiful features, help you feel vibrant and youthful at any age. It's never too late to reinvent your style. You've earned the right to wear what makes you feel amazing. So don't be afraid to experiment, let go of old rules, and find the colors that bring you joy. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Every week, we share practical guides to help you feel confident, healthy, and inspired in your golden years. And if you know someone who could use a little style inspiration, share this video with them. You never know who might need a gentle nudge to try something new. Stay colorful, stay confident, and remember, aging beautifully is all about embracing who you are today.